Earl Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Ой, всем привет, всем здравствуйте, с вами снова Лау, и мы снова продолжаем играть в LA Noire. Что это тут у тебя, газетка или что? Дай почитать. Может, это важно. О, шаплю. Шаплю. Шляпу потерял.
God damn it. We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Ой, да пока...
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Пока существуют такие судьи, которые сами же и употребляют морфин, ничего в этом мире не изменить. Уберешь одного, откроешь дорогу для другого.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Ну что ж. Да, тяжело уже найти нужную машину. У нас есть какие-нибудь уличные преступления? О, да, вот туда и поедем.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Вот пока читаю, прямо на входе. Ай, в двоих влупилась. Это ж надо. Вот они, недостатки субтитров и отсутствие перевода. Давайте включим. Да, и что-то нам тоже не попадаются здания какие-то. Экскурсионные.
11K responding.
Ой, я не почитала, что там говорили, ладно. Сейчас узнаем. Хранители тайны.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here?
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons inside.
I'm a reporter, you idiot! I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
Parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
И что ты там хотел сказать? Явно что-то грубое.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Куда там нам надо, наверное, обойти, да? Здание.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You read about the Terrelson case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it.
Вот, да, ну вот. Влупиться в дерево тоже. Ой, только не говорите, что я не с той стороны побежала.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
О нет, только не гонки.
That's
Вау!
an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
Вау! На этой
He's
машине...
not getting away that easy.
Ёлки, мне ее жалко, эту машину! Где здесь выезд? Я не хочу на ней преследовать, я же сейчас ее угрохаю. Да все, он сейчас уже ехал, пока я тут выруливаю. Ну вот почему нельзя сохранить на том моменте, когда я уже села в машину, а? Хотя бы когда я прибежала в этот двор, где этот преступник.
Red, huh?
Нет, обязательно вот заставлять меня вот это вот все бегать. По миллиону раз. Это раздражает, это неумно так делать. Какая машинка. Мы обязательно
LAPD,
сюда
sir.
зайдем.
Can I have a word? Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one. He's not getting away that easily.
Так. Ёлки, я не хочу ее угрохать. Это моя одна из любимых машин здесь.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Неважно.
You did not just do that. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Люди сами виноваты, что под колеса лезут, если они такие идиоты. Не знают, в какую сторону убегать, когда машина на них едет.
Let's see how fast he runs on bare
Куда ты
rims.
повернешь, черт? Ну ёппересете, ну нельзя сразу показывать, куда он повернет. Но я ж не могу на такой скорости резко развернуться. Естественно, я врежусь. Да пошли вы в баню, разъехались быстро. О. Да пошел отсюда! Все, приехали. Жалко машину. Далеко мы так не уедем. А, он тоже? Все, приехал.
Put your hands in the air!
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
Так, где это было? Я хочу в то место, где куча было машин. Где это было? Там были неплохие машины. Нет, не тут, не тут.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
You look at this clown. You hear about the woman that stabbed her husband and pushed him in front
Ну и
of the car?
где? Ладно, мы, видимо, уже где-то далеко от того места. Надеюсь, та машина красивая, в порядке. О, стоп. Мне нужна ваша машина.
I'm sorry, sir. Police officer. I need your car.
You sure you're a cop?
Ладно, поехали. Есть еще преступление? Давай, давай, беги. Нам вроде бы недалеко тут. Клуб 3 единицы.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here
Опять
about the morgue.
встретились?
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Ай.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Осматривать ты не планируешь, да? Давайте интуицию используем. Показать все улики. Видимо, не с этой стороны.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Ну, тут, походу, ничего нет. А нет смысла. Так, что тут у нас? Трупик еще один. Этот, значит, труп ты решила смотреть. Че тебе тот не угодил? От него что, особо воняло или что? Ну, морфин, да.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
А это, небось, уже доктор распространяет, не? Психолог. Опять труба.
Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
are they?
Давай посмотрим на насадки.
What's that click?
Надо как-то, видимо, у этого инструмента есть второе дно, что ли? О,
Neat trick.
отлично.
The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Опять синяя комната.
We should follow up on the musician.
Another day, another dollar.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Ну, все, да? Ладно. Поехали дальше. Веллар табаку.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Я бы вскрыла, может, там вообще морфин.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ну все, походу. Теперь с кем-то поговорить можно, да?
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Ой, все они, эти женщины, тут на одно лицо, как инкубаторские какие-то.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
А вот я тебе сейчас не верю.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Ну вот сейчас похоже, что говоришь правду.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Все, идем отсюда. Куда там нам надо дальше? Давайте посмотрим на задачи. Осмотреть синюю комнату, встретиться с детективами, расследовавшими ограбление. Может, сначала в отделение поехать, а потом в синюю комнату? Узнать для начала, что украли. Давайте так и сделаем. Сначала поедем. Где тут выход? Далеко тут отделение? Нет, недалеко. Ну, поехали, Салли. Может, появится уличное преступление какое-нибудь.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Потому что же занялся не тем делом. Наркотой, небось, увлекся, занялся продажей. Оттуда и денежки. Что такое? Что за аншлаг?
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Да, покажи мне, куда. Я сама буду долго искать.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
So,
moving up
how
to
do we connect the
45.
docks
I want to put
robbery
him
to
down
the
to
mess
one
at the
round.
111 Club?
Так, что нам... Келсо! Это же Келсо! Тот, который с тобой на войне был?
You think the Vice Boys get any on the side?
Морфин.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn area.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Келсо. Меня больше эта фамилия интересует.
Say all's fair in love and war.
Ну, поехали в синюю комнату.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that death.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA.
Далеко? Не очень. Можно доехать.
So, half your old lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to call them.
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke?
Это точно.
Hey, cut me in early and we'll ride this one in.
Christ! Не перебивайте. Я читаю.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the blue room? I couldn't do that to you.
Отвлекают меня. Вот говорят же, нельзя разговаривать за рулем. Врезаться можно. Вот я подтверждаю на практике это. Наверное, так как я в этой игре, не ездит никто. Я что-то подумала, что оно здесь.
What are you doing?
Но у меня денег слишком много. Вот я их и трачу на ремонт чужих машин.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmfuhrer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Не нравится он мне.
Will you sit
Сильно
down?
быдловатый.
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Эльза Лихтман.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Не понимаю. По ее взгляду. Ну, допустим, если я поверю.
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Что ты хочешь
Don't do
сделать?
anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Проследить хочешь? Так, ладно, поехали. О, кажется, появилось уличное преступление. Так, поехали. Опа. Можно поднажать. Ой.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
О, прикольно отражается город в зеркале. Куда это она пришла? Собираешься зайти? По-моему, сомневаешься, стоит ли. Кого мы встретим? И она его ждала? Это ты за мной следил?
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He says he can get me in to meet Jack Warner.
That cherry pie was delish.
This is a
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
Чё кричать?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Зачем кричать, чтобы вас все слышали? Привлекать к себе внимание.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
А ты врешь.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ой, врешь ты, врешь, а ну. Ой, так, даже не знаю, что ему в качестве, если что, улик предоставить. Ладно, просто посомневаемся тогда.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Yeah, I want to make homicide.
Где вот туда нам?
Get to that desk. Those vice boys get in on the side?
Ай, так.
but only if I guarantee you walk.
Can you drive to this one? Fine. Where are we headed?
Вези нас.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3.
Включай мигалку. Сирену. Вот конченый придурок. Быстро. Да что ж такое? Хорошо, давай.
He's emptied 2 clips into the bus. As near as we can make out, he's on the roof of one of those buildings.
You're covered, Phil.
Так. Нам надо внутрь зайти.
Cease and desist. You're clear. Go.
Как попасть внутрь?
Move, I've got you. LAPD, drop the gun now.
Готов. Живые есть? Так, посмотрим сначала на винтовку.
It's one of the BARs.
Тоже ничего. Непонятно, не видно. Ладно, положим на место. И зачем ты стрелял в людей? Да не колдуй, сюда загляни. Третий столик.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Ну и все.
know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Что-то я не понимаю по его реакции. Хорошо, допустим.
Felix, that morphine is turning up everywhere. People are dying. You got something you want to tell me?
I'm a bus driver. Do I look like I run a dope racket?
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Знаешь.
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch.
Ноль!
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Ёлки. Ёлки. Ноль. Ноль. Почему ноль? В первом варианте надо было усомниться, во втором предъявить, что это ложь, да?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second.
Наконец-то мы с ним встретимся.
Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, ma'am.
Старый-старый знакомый. Джек Келсо. Подождите, давайте посмотрим на карту, может, есть. Нет, уличных преступлений нет. Хорошо, где там? Сначала в задачу посмотрим. Допросить Келсо. Угу, мы рядом. Значит, поедем.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
Ага,
We
конечно.
brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
Как раз-то он в этом во всем замешан. Может, он уже, конечно, и сам не рад. Ой, загрузка с ума сошла.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Ну, если ты не вляпался, то тебя бы никто не арестовывал на глазах у всех. Так что не надо винить других в своих проблемах. Ну что ж такая долгая загрузка? Партия морфина из армейских запасов.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Ну ты же врешь.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Надо было, может, сказать, что он врет.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Ну, вроде бы не врет.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Да ёлки, я его не понимаю! Ты моргаешь так всегда, или ты так моргаешь только когда мне надо сомневаться? Давайте интуицию используем. Хорошо, допустим, истина.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Сомневаюсь.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Да.
Jack,
О, надо же 4 из 4.
Shit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm gonna be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Yeah.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Где это? Тоже недалеко.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
You go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Уху, я увернулась! Черт, я не туда свернула. А тут где-то можно срезать.
Just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Как я люблю гоняться.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Да сейчас
Hit him, Cole.
подъедем.
Spin him out.
Куда ты повернешь?
It's no good. We need to get closer.
He's going too fast.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Давай, 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 давай. Да пошел ты, идиот! Тебе что, непонятно, мигалки? Стоп, что? Где они?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Есть. Ну и кто это у нас тут? Шелдон, 25 лет, рост, темные волосы.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Угу. Это тех, кого уже убили, да?
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Ну, тут нет смысла руки смотреть. Ничего мы на руках не найдем.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Газетка. Газету читай. Скандал в отделении нравов может затронуть...
We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor?
Ха-ха.
District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Я же сказала, что я ему не доверяю, что я бы не дала ему прикрывать свою спину. Ах ты ж гад! Я бы тебя сейчас треснула. Так, это тебе не интересен, да? Жаль, нельзя тебя сбить с ног. Вот же мерзкий тип. Какие у нас задачи? Осмотреть китайский театр. Осмотреть голливудское почтовое отделение. Давайте в театр по порядку. О, это где-то тут, что ли? А, нет. Но недалеко. Какой же ты мерзавец. Напарничек называется.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to...
Еще 8 достопримечательностей. Почти въехала, но не въехала.
You're gonna kill someone!
Never seen someone do it like
Отлично.
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
Иди.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Ай,
Get in close
черт.
and steer him off the tar.
Давай, давай.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Давай, давай, давай.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Приехали, приехали, приехали.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Ты шляпу потерял, Рой. Чертов предатель. А ну, стой, машина. Да, я проверю. А то что там давно нам не попадалось никаких
Out of the car,
машин.
police.
Дальше, дальше, дальше. Что у нас дальше? Почтовое отделение. Хорошо все рядом. Так, надо, наверное, чуть-чуть.
I hope you got some money saved up.
Are you liquored up?
Так, цыц. Да дайте, слушайте, мне проехать, а? Можно? Так, я думаю... Ладно, поедем в эту сторону.
I hope you get the death penalty.
Нет, дальше. По какой улице лучше? Очередная перестрелка. Ну что ты лезешь прям под поле, дурак?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Так.
Clear me some space here.
Давай, 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 давай.
Pretty brave for a dead man.
Push forward.
Есть, наконец-то.
Your move, mister. Come get me.
Nice day for it.
Наш терминатор опять всех победил. еще жив.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. God.
Ему вообще-то доктор нужен. Все, умер. Белый медведь. Опять белый медведь.
Polar Bear Ice Company. They really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Нет. Это такая мелочь, фигня такая, деньги. Какие-то бумажки. Бумажки дороже человеческой жизни. Да слушай, карманы ты его проверять не будешь, нет? Хорошо, что у нас здесь? Осмотреть, значит, отделение.
All clear, detective. Go to work.
С Коэном и Шелдоном.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys.
Ну, походу, не такие хорошие.
Up in this thing. Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Ты тоже не можешь. Место встречи. Поехали. О, подожди, какая-то машина.
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
Сейчас проверим еще вот эти. Наверное, мы за такую садились уже. О, нет, надо же, наконец-то нашлась хоть одна. 79. Где наша машина? А ну проверить это, что ли? Где там следующая наша остановка? И где же они договорились встретиться? Я ж выбрала место. Ну, еще раз. А, вот оно.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
Что-то с нашим колесом.
Making the hits.
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Кажется, у нас что-то с колесом. Мы точно на этом сможем ехать? Ну ладно, поехали. На чем мы только не ездили. Ни в каком состоянии. Извините. Нам другую машину не выдали. Почему она такая? Они же обычно нам восстанавливают машину. Это нас?
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Keep moving, I'll cover you!
Find some...
Так. Стоп.
Wide open here!
Ой, да их туда чертиков. Подкрепление.
Stay down.
Давай, вылазь.
They're making a run for it after them!
Нам надо туда залезть?
Give me some goddamn cover! I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Ёлки, что с уличными преступлениями? Почему их нет? О, есть. Давайте отправимся.
You're behind the wheel. You know the way. You can drive.
Car 11 King, meet the officers at 187, Union and 7th. Stand by for further.
Что тут у нас?
11K responding. Go ahead with the further.
Что с нашей машиной? Надеюсь, нам ни за кем не придется гнаться на этой развалюхе. Надо взять какую-то новую. Неудачное свидание.
What's her story?
С трупом.
Last seen falling out of a bar with some goon. He got fresh, she got shy, he got angry. Witness has him late 40s, 6 foot, light shirt, dark trousers. He's got to still be in the vicinity, detective. She's not even cold.
Фу.
Blunt force trauma. Must have grabbed the first thing to hand and clocked her with it.
Ну все, да?
We came down the alley from 7th Street, sir. He didn't slip past us. Try the rooftops. Filthy rat might have gone for higher ground.
Нам еще тут что-то смотреть надо.
Phelps, check the roof.
Да, иду я на крышу, слышь, раскомандовался. Вообще молчи.
Where's our suspect?
Черт, ничего не видно.
Give it up, LAPD.
Где он делся? Давай, давай, давай. Ух ты ж! Давай! Давай, давай, Эмон!
Take another step.
Еще не все. Так, еще 8 преступлений осталось. Ну, давайте теперь поедем на место встречи. А, нет, нам на голливудское отделение. А место встречи мы профукали? Или как?
You can drive.
А ну. А, да, все, мы уже были на месте встречи. Там же Шелдон этот приехал.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap...
No buts. This is more important.
Top of my class back east. Now I'm waiting tables.
Сначала мы сядем в эту машину, проверим. Так, где нам? Куда нам? В допросную в какую-то, да?
You're in interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
Во вторую.
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
А вторая это где?
Guy gave his wife a tap and say all's fair in love and war.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Ага, вот как раз. О!
Is this your attorney?
No, detective.
Ах ты
This is
ж!
Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Какие я могу доказательства предъявить? Хорошо, сомнения. Подожди, давай сомнения просто пока.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
Хорошо спим.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Врешь. Я же знаю, что врешь.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
Заткнись.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
Ах ты
I'm
ж
conducting an
зараза.
investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Вовремя.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer.
How could you do
Господи, кто б вообще мычала?
Your children. Consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press.
Господи, посмотрите на себя в зеркало
What the hell were you thinking?
и задайте себе этот же вопрос. Вот, Господи, гнилое все какое, а? Феус, ты, конечно, тоже даешь.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Зачем обо всем этом выяснять на улице, чтобы слышали все соседи? Неужели нельзя зайти в дом и поговорить? В дом, в машину, куда угодно. Ой. Куда ты направляешься? К своей любовнице? Она сейчас тебя пустит? Да. 14 из 15 улик. Правильные вопросы 9 из 14. Нужен очень тонкий подход и твердые улики, чтобы заставить морпеха такого, как Феликс, сдать своих дружков. Что такое со звуком? Отдел расследования... меня понизили! Что со звуком? Ладно, все. Конечно, интересное получилось задание. Ничего не скажешь. Нас еще и понизили. Ой, встретились наконец-то со старым знакомым. Ладно. Это... Служба в отделе нравов завершена. Ваши действия привели к понижению. Готовьтесь к переводу в другой отдел. Да, Фелпс, не смог ты, конечно, побороться со своими инстинктами. В результате вот получилось то, что получилось. И, конечно, с Шелдоном получилось не очень хорошо. Там ни одного правильного вопроса я ему не задала. Потому что не знала, какие ему предоставить улики. В общем, все. На этом заканчиваем. Всем пока. С вами была Лау.